Good morning, beautiful people. What a beautiful day it is. We're expecting to get 80 degrees down here in South Carolina today, y'all. And what a beautiful day. And this is a day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. As y'all can see, I got nothing on my land to give me no shade. No shade. There's no trees on this property, no big trees to give me shade, no maples, no none of that with big limbs. But you know what? We're going to make do, because a lot of times when you're planting, you really don't need a whole lot of shade. You really need the sun. I really enjoy feeling the sun. And so that's why I'm out here this morning. But good morning, everybody. I pray that God is doing well on your side of town as well, and the sun is shining and everything is looking bright and beautiful. And as we go through this day, we just going to enjoy it. So to all my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And to all my day ones, y'all know how I feel about y'all. Y'all already know. I love you. I thank God for you. I thank God for each and every one of you. We uplift, motivate, and inspire over here. When I look at how beautiful it is out here, and even though there is no shade, it's just a beautiful thing. I thank God for the transition in my glasses, though, because you know how it is when you get a certain age. You got them eye issues going on. So yeah, so I just feel as though that when I come out here and I can feel how warm it is, how beautiful it is out here, and it just makes me feel so good to be able to get some of this sunlight and to be able to see me come alive just like the plants come alive. Because you know how we feel when it gets hot outside. When it starts to get warm outside, we begin to do things differently. We begin to move differently. We begin to go different places, and we begin to see different things, and we want to be in the midst of certain things and different things. So with that being said, y'all know what, when I talked about that and I said no shade over here, I got to thinking about that. There's no shade over here. There's no shade over here on the yard. There's no shade within me. There's no shade with me throwing shade at no one else. There's just no shade over here. It's just a place where anybody and everybody can win, and we want everybody to win. That's the way YouTube makes me feel. That's the way being on these lines make me feel. That's the way I feel when I see each and every one of y'all subscribe to my channel and y'all pop in and leave me such a wonderful warm message. There's no shade over here. There's no shade whatsoever, because I know there's enough for everybody to eat. You just got to know that for yourself. You got to put yourself in a position where you feel as though you're worthy of God's best for you. So when you realize that, you won't have no reason to throw shade at nobody else, because what God does once, he can do all over again. And what he does for one, he has no respect of person. He has no respect of person. There's no shade over here. No shade whatsoever. So as I'm out here and enjoying this sun this morning, my mind said, turn this camera on and let the people see that there's no shade over here. But yet and still, I can function. Yet and still, I'm excited. Yet and still, I'm still living, and I'm still doing what I need to do to be able to move forward in this life. There's no shade over here. So when you come over here, expect to be uplifted, motivated, and inspired, because there's no shade over here. We enjoy, we love seeing people win. We love seeing people prosper. Hold on, y'all got to change arms. Y'all know how them arms get tired when you're out here in this sun. Hold on, I gotta change arms. Yeah. When you're out here in this big, beautiful world, you can't be out here throwing shade and being jealous because of what God does for somebody else. What God does for one, he can do all over again, and he can do the same thing for you. When I see people out here winning, I see so many people that are not happy for people to win it, as if you're not supposed to win, as if you're not here to create, as you know you're not here to gain income. That's the purpose why we're all here. And then when I see you out here winning, I see you out here being blessed, I look at it like God is in the neighborhood. He is truly in the neighborhood, and I'm your neighbor, so that means I am next. I'm knocking on the door, hallelujah, asking him to pour me out a blessing that I can't be able to receive. So when I walk out here and I see what God has done and how he has been blessing me and how he's been keeping me and how he has been just providing, and I'm sure he's providing for you, because he will provide. Even though it looks like things are rough, and even though it looks like you're not going to make it, trust and believe. I come to let you know this morning, this too shall pass. You will get through this. You shall live and not die, and you shall declare the works of the Lord. Just keep on keeping on. Just keep right on keeping on, and get outdoors a little more and start finding some things you can do outside. I have decided that I'm going to get out here and walk the yard this morning. I thank God for my health and strength that I was able to do that. And I pray that you're up, moving around. Don't allow whatever's going on in this world to cause you to fall into a state of depression, no matter what you do. Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself motivated. If you're in a space where you're starting feeling like the weight of the world is coming down on you, you might be sitting there staring out the window, whatever, move yourself from that place. Devil, you's a liar. Move yourself from that place and begin to figure out something else that you can do through the day to be able to put yourself in a better mind space. It's up to us. It's up to us to control what we're our thoughts, our emotions, how we feel, where we're going. If you feel you need help, go get that. But in the meantime, there's no shade over here. And don't have no shade in your life. Don't be that person that when God starts blessing people, you get all upset, or you start talking down on them, or you start putting your 2 cents in where they don't belong, where it's not necessary, when you wish that that was you. You wish that you was the one that was getting blessed. But because you're not in that mindset to understand that God's ways are not your ways and your ways are not his ways. So because of that, he does things a lot better. And a lot of times when God comes through, he comes through. He's going to do it big, because you know why? He is that type of God. He don't drill in the petty stuff. He's not drilling in the petty stuff. And when he does it permanently. What God gives you, no man can take it away. No man can stop the blessings of God on your life. So a lot of times when we run around here throwing shade, but no, there's no shade over here. So when you're throwing shade at somebody else, you're actually blocking your own blessing. God can't bless you in that. He cannot bless you in your mess, because he's not the author of confusion. So he can't bless no mess. So when I see people out here winning, just know that if you get excited for them, God can bless you. But if you're in a place where you can't be excited for nobody else to win, and you can't stand to see nobody else eat, and you can't stand to see nobody else excited, all that is God showing you what can be done through somebody else. Let me see them win. Let me see them go to the final places. Let me see their cash grow up. Let me see them go to places that they've never been. Let me see how YouTube is blessing them, how they're able to do things. That ain't nobody but God. God is blowing his breath on this platform. So a lot of you will be able to eat if you stop throwing shade. There's no shade over here. Stop throwing shade. Stop throwing shade. Stop throwing shade. Begin to rejoice. The word says rejoice with those that rejoice. If your neighbor is happy, you be happy for them. You be happy for them and be excited. And be genuinely excited. Don't be grudgingly, because you're not leaving nowhere for God to be able to bless you. You will have to stay in your mess. Uh-oh, y'all. Almost dropped the camera.